Good morning. Morning. I am so happy to see you here today. I have relatives here. My heart is overflowing with joy. I'm happy to be here in this moment, co-creating with you in this sacred space. We come together today reminded that we are divine sparks and to experience, to feel the divine within us, within our hearts, and to share that awareness with each other. As many of you know, I use many words for the word God, G-O-D, grand organizing designer of a generous universe. I also use the divine, love, spirit, and now cosmos. The word cosmos is defined as the universe seen as a well-ordered system. All these words represent something bigger than ourselves. That's something to which we all live and move and have our being. That energy that we find ourselves in right now, in this moment, together. We truly live within a generous universe. Let's begin by focusing on our breath. Breathing is something each of us do. Breathing is one of our many shared experiences. One of the many free gifts provided by the cosmos. We enter life as a human with an inhale and an exhale. Breath is one of the divine's many free gifts granted to us as we experience our divine nature living in a human body. I am grateful for the gift of easy and free breath circulating through me. Let's take a moment and breathe together. And as we breathe, let's focus our breath in our heart center, in our heart awareness. And as we do that, inhale and exhale, and feel that rhythm. Notice that your heartbeat is a slightly different rhythm. Both are systems of circulation. Let's inhale and exhale one more time together with that awareness of taking in the gift of air and releasing it. There are so many different processes circulating throughout our system, all at the same time. These are also circulating through our emotions and through our thoughts, leading us to have many different experiences, often at the same time. Living within a generous cosmos, there are thousands of gifts freely given. I could say trillions, but you would think I was exaggerating. The earth is abundant with life. I recently heard that there was a 2,500-pound pumpkin grown. I would hate to be the scale that weighed that. The earth is abundant, providing us blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, you name it, sometimes along the side of the road, not planted by humans, planted by the birds. Or we might find apples growing over a fence of an untended apple tree. Life is abundant and not always created by humans. Sometimes by the earth, sometimes by the birds. any of which I could talk about for an hour, but I won't. Today, I will thank you for that. Today, I will limit my time to 3 cosmic gifts. Life is the first gift to us from the cosmos. L-I-F-E, love in full expression, leading us to living with consciousness in human form. So we're born out of the cosmos as a spirit before we enter our human body. But we're not limited to human form because we are spirit, a divine spark, dwelling in a human body is the gift given by the cosmos. It is a gift to us to be in human form, to be growing in awareness of the divine. And yet, that gift is whatever we make of it. Free will is the second gift bestowed by the divine, by the cosmos, by the generous divine being in which we live and move and have our being. We are born with choice. Our first choice, after our first breath in human form, is to cry. It's kind of an unconscious decision. We're now experiencing separation from the divine, from our mother's womb, and feeling alone and probably cold. As babies, we continue our human experience through growth and awareness. Our bodies grow, our cells multiply and divide, we gain in height and weight and multiply. Our cells just multiply and multiply, ultimately giving our adult form and giving us emotions and giving us mental development and movement. Our spirits grow through awareness of all the choices before us and the decisions we make. We learn to control our bodies. We learn how our minds work, and we thrive with the divine dawning awareness of sacred love. For many of us, our exploration of love is fraught with pain and fear, trauma and loss, and the feeling of abandonment, a feeling of unworthiness. For those who persevere and continue their study of love, awakening in their hearts, joy arrives, creating a moment of grace. I hope you all have that blessing. When the experience of love is gained through our awakening heart, we become aware of other gifts freely given by the generous cosmos. We learn that love can never be lost because we are more than human. We are divine sparks experiencing this realm, this lifetime on earth as a spark of God in human form. Our divine spark is a cell in the body of the vast cosmos. As divine sparks, as a light of divine light, we are always embraced and held in the generosity of the cosmos, which is the oneness. The cosmos has provided what we need to flourish, from food to support our bodies, to ways to be of service to others. Many outlets for creative expression. The cosmos is a model for creating loving relationships. We live in a world, this realm of earth, where there is an abundance of growth of flora and fauna, giving us beautiful flowers to enjoy, and four-legged and two-legged friends for us to love and care for. We are manifestations of the creativity of the divine, and yet the many of us make up the one. We are cells in the body of God, the all that is. Just as the cells in our bodies cooperate to create our bodies, our hearts, our minds, we are tasked with cooperating within the body of the divine. Do we work with others for the good of the whole? Or are we tied to our beliefs that we hold, that hold the good away from others because their beliefs are different? Have you never wondered how God is described as being all-powerful, all-knowing, everywhere present? It's through us, through our spirits, that God is everywhere present. And it's how we can know that the divine is in all that we see, even when we don't want to. When we're at work and frustrated, we have the gift of being part of humanity. We have each other on this journey of discovery. We are in this together, no matter our ethnicity, religion, or gender. Father, Mother, God, the cosmos created humanity. Everyone has a gift to share. Love, friendship, companionship, a helping hand, a story, a song, a smile of a passing stranger. We are all co-creators of this realm. We choose what we create because we've been given free will. By that, I mean we can choose to love, even when it's not easy. We can choose to be a source of calm and peace in the midst of chaos. We choose our thoughts. We choose our paths to healing. We co-create with every breath we take, for we are circulating molecules of carbon dioxide with our exhale, which is used by the trees to live and grow. All parts of the Earth's origin process. We are in this together. Shows up as a response to every catastrophe, doesn't it? Earth-related or human-caused. We humans, in the generosity of community, show up to help each other. Often we show up to help people in other communities, to help them, to help people we don't know, even when we don't know what their beliefs are, and we don't ask them. That shows that we humans really do know that we are each of us in this cosmic experience together. We can always work together in harmony to create a system of sharing the Earth's resources, transforming a capitalist economy into what is described as a gift economy, as described by Reverend Erin McCarty in her Sunday talk. She told us about the book titled The Service Berry by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Erin explained how the book describes the impact of our current capitalist, hard word to say, economy, and how changing to a gift economy could work so that everyone's needs are met while benefiting Mother Earth. The gift economy is the result of circulation, of giving and receiving. The odd thing is, the Sunday following that, my husband went to Unity in Portland because he wanted to hear his former minister, Reverend Kathy Long, speak. And And she referred to the book, The Service Berry. And she used it as she described how she had formed a foundation to help the earth. Coincidence or serendipity? I call it a message from the cosmos. And you'll hear another message later from the cosmos, personal to me. And a perfect segue to the gift of the cosmos that I do want to emphasize today. Circulation is the third gift of the cosmos that I bring your attention to. Circulation is the heartbeat of loving generosity and connection within a community. Community often requires us to participate in the act of making one viewpoint or belief compatible with another. It may require the mending of a disagreement or a broken relationship to one of harmony and friendship. Moving from conflict to a state of peace and understanding. Communities are created by circulating love. Many here at Unity of Beaverton circulate their love by volunteering, by donating funds and resources, by giving their time, creating fundraisers, by attending classes, by taking their turn as board members. Being a member in a community requires us to find common ground and to celebrate it. Mutual values within diverse beliefs. It requires us to recognize the value. It requires us to recognize the value of all human beings because we live within a generous cosmos and share a source. The universal spirit of which we are a part is learning and growing and expanding through us. We in our human forms are not outside or separate from the divine. We are all cells within the divine. The vastness of the cosmos is beyond our comprehension. Yes, and yet we are in communication with the divine, just as the cells in our bodies are in communication. I can't tell you how the individual cells in my body are doing or what they're doing. A blood test will. Biofeedback might tell about my mind and my emotions and my thoughts are my guide to my inner awareness. The whole experience of my being, my life, your life, contributes knowledge to the ever-expanding creator, the cosmos. And I know that it might be hard for some of you to believe and to grasp, but I invite you to just let that thought circulate in your mind, in your heart. Unity is a movement that teaches the manifestation of the reality of the I Am, the universal spirit, the creator, the source, the vastness we call Clara, in which we live and move and have our being. I hope you're beginning to understand my definition of generosity is not about money, but is about abundance, about how we live our lives. My husband Dennis and I had a conversation about the definition of success. The old way is by how much money we have, the number of valuable things you own, and the number of important people you may know or be related to. My definition of success is measured by how all my needs are met, not just my need for food, clothing, or shelter. Those are important, but my needs for belonging, for feeling love, for friendships, for purpose, and opportunities to be of service, for creative expression, and for growth in awareness of the divine within are much more important to me and are my measure of success. My measure of success. So it includes being here today, in front of you, sharing with you. And at the age of 78, I can say that all my needs are met in this moment, which results in the manifestations within me as the treasure of joy, gratitude, and love. Moment of overflowing joy. I know that I live within a generous cosmos, co-creating my human experience of expanding awareness and creative power. Before I close with the meditation, I want to share an experience I had in the California redwood forest. This is my cosmic communication example. It's an example of how we're all part of the divine cosmos, and one of the many ways it communicates with us. Dennis and I were driving the Avenue of Giants with friends. We stopped at the giant redwood tree labeled Grandfather. And I hope you've all had the chance to see these redwoods. They are magnificent. As I'm standing there looking at this tree, I'm wondering, am I going to be okay? I'm in physical pain. Is it going to be all right? And I hear the words, everything will be all right. Slightly startled, I asked, do you mean I'm going to be all right? Or do you mean the chaos in the world is going to be all right? And I heard, everything will be all right. So I say to each of you today, everything will be all right. Because we have the powerful gift to choose to co-create together with the divine in creating a generous and loving community with each other, with all those others who are protesting, who are showing up. We are all in communication, and we can help the earth and humanity together. Okay, so now I invite us to a short meditation. You're invited to close your eyes if you're welcome to do that. We're going to focus on our breathing for a moment. Just breathing in and out. Imagine that you have energetic roots connecting you with the earth. Little lines of energy from your feet flowing down through the floor into the earth. And as you breathe, think, I'm now rooted with the earth. And breathe in again, allowing yourself to feel the peacefulness of the earth, the knowing that everything is in process, is growing, and that peace is flowing into you, into your heart, from the earth and from the cosmos. You are the light in between. And you can expand that light flowing in you out into the person next to you, on either side, in front of you, behind you, all around you, filling this sanctuary, making this space flow. And as you breathe in and out, knowing that you are breathing in love and exhaling peace, the light of peace, and making it brighter, and sending it in lines of light, circling the earth, all the way around the earth until it comes back to you. It's breathing in, tenderly, gently, with gratitude. For your awareness of living in a generous. And now, let us return our awareness to this brightly lit sanctuary and this peaceful community